Yeah, so anyway, again, your ink has to be thin. Now I'm gonna apply onto this for the first time. Since we are mostly printing by button, I'm not really worried too much about over inking. If we start to use a etching press, sometimes picks up ink from those grooves. Okay, that means plate is being a little bit over inked. But since we are using hand printing using button and spoon, we probably don't worry too much about over inking. Maybe you worry about under inking. And of course, for the first time, printing is always not necessarily come out to be good. The very first one, I'm gonna just print with newsprint, knowing that this may not be the best impression. And where's my pen? I'm gonna use a spoon too. All right, I guess I'm gonna just give up as it is. Of course, I have to do a little bit better printing around here. Okay, let me do one more on regular rice paper. And then I'm gonna do the offset transfer. Okay, so it's my second try. This time I'm gonna print on rice paper. It's not rice paper actually. It's not made of rice. Paper, we make paper by rice. That's something, it's a very good question. Can we make rice paper actually? Real rice paper? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it should be okay, but mostly that's still a printing by etching press, better result. If it's that Western paper. Okay. All right, print slightly better this time.
Yeah, that looks better. The water looks good.
Yeah, I have to do some cleaning, but I think it's ready for doing offset transfer for other plates. Okay. So as long as your block is say like 90% down, you don't have to wait for it to be totally finalized before doing the offset transfers to 3 more surfaces. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and print on 1 surface today. Okay, that means I need tracing paper to print on. Okay, and I need more ink. Make sure I have enough ink to. One thing about Caligo ink is, again, just has some dry skin keep coming up. So just to make sure you remove that. Otherwise, they may come onto brayer, and then the dry skin may transfer to the block. Okay. So offset transfer, you should ink a little bit heavily. Okay, because ink has to be heavy enough to transfer to 2 surfaces. Okay, 1 for tracing paper, on tracing paper, and then second on woodblock. All right, okay. Let me try tracing paper first. This time I'm going to use this one. When you do this, I know some people checked out this registration jig. When you do this, be careful, don't hit this thing too hard because it's nailed. Okay, from this side, if you hit too hard, they may start to pop out, okay? So it's good to be gentle a little bit when it comes to the edges, okay? Don't hit too hard, they start to come off. And Arthur made extra of this. So if you want a bottle, we still have a little bit more. Okay, and let's see, I'm gonna use spoon one more time, just make sure I got enough. I mean, you can use newsprint or anything, but tracing paper is probably less absorbent.
that a hard finish?
So it means that ink may stay on the surface longer rather than being
Or
absorbed.
Can you use wax paper?
I'm not sure. Wax paper may be a little bit too curly though. Do you know, like it may start to curl a little bit. If you use something like a vellum, that also curls with the moisture. So you can test it. Maybe it works, but I don't know for this big size, it may start to be very warpy. But it may work. If you wanna try, sure, why not? Yeah, so wax paper can be very, less absorbent, right? The ink may stay on the surface longer. Okay, make sure it's enough being printed. All right, so I'm gonna remove this and press here. And this is a crucial point. Make sure just corners are lining up with the image. I mean, if you have original sketch or some printout from computer, you may not have to go like this. I actually drew directly onto the block, so I don't have any original sketch. I didn't draw on the paper to transfer to the block. I just directly drew on the block. So this is the only way to transfer to a different surface. So same way you guys did for the reduction, chiaroscuro woodcut. It's same concept. This time you have to do this more than once. And of course, chiaroscuro woodcut, you can do more than 2 blocks too if you want to.
That's pretty cool.
All right. So I just did one transfer to the different block here. Okay. So you could do this 3 times if you want to. But if you have only 2 blocks and you are trying to use the back side of it, it will be difficult to do a 3 transfer in the same day. Does it make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I normally wait this one dry. I should put taluk. So that dries. And then next day, I can do on the back side. Okay? Or different day anyways. And the most difficult transfer is from this side to this side. Can you imagine that? Right?
Somehow I imagine it involves multiple sheets of tracing paper.
Yeah, just you have to put that print here to protect. Otherwise, it gets so messy, right? Okay. Yep. So, but anyway, this is one transfer there. So I can start to carve, for example, yellow on this block. Does it make sense? Okay. So I'm gonna just talk about that. 4 blocks transfer eventually. Okay, so this is original black block. Okay, and then I have 1 for yellow, 1 for blue, 1 for magenta. Does it make sense? Okay, so I printed all these 4 surfaces to make one print. Okay, so that's something I can talk next time. Okay, but idea is original block transfers 1, 2, 3 more surfaces. Black block was made. I made 1 block for yellow and 1 block for magenta and 1 block for cyan blue and this black block. They all get printed to make this one. Okay, so idea is you'll be doing this color separation, 1 color, 2 color, 3 color, that will be get printed. Two colors together, 3 colors together. On top of this makes it 4 colors together. Okay, so that's the process we're gonna experience after while you are finishing your original key block.